The much-anticipated Caleb Williams era in Chicago has officially begun. After a decade of quarterback woes and false starts, the Bears have staked everything on Williams to turn around their franchise's fortunes. However, while the hype train surrounding the former USC star is roaring full speed ahead, not everyone is convinced he's the savior the Bears desperately need. Former NFL general manager Mike Tannenbaum recently sounded the alarm on Williams' development, pointing to a critical flaw in his game that could hinder his potential, particularly in his collaboration with new head coach Ben Johnson. The Bears' all-in gamble, a team built for Williams' success. There's no doubt about it, the Bears have thrown everything but the kitchen sink at their rebuilding effort. After a failed attempt to address their offensive struggles in previous seasons, the front office finally decided to go all in, surrounding Williams with the tools he needs to succeed. The hiring of Ben Johnson, who has been the most coveted coaching candidate over the past 2 off-seasons, is the marquee move. Known for his work turning around Detroit's offense, Johnson was expected to be the guiding hand to transform one of the league's most dysfunctional attacks. But Johnson wasn't the only key addition. The Bears wasted no time fortifying their offensive line, a unit that had been plagued by issues for years. They traded for star guard Joe Thuney and tackle Jonah Jackson, giving their quarterback a far more reliable wall to work behind. Add in Drew Dalman at center, and Chicago now boasts a vastly improved front line. In terms of weapons, the Bears were far from passive. They snagged wide receiver Luther Burden in the draft and acquired tight end Colston Loveland in a trade. Along with DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and Cole Kmet, Williams will have an array of weapons at his disposal. The supporting cast is as loaded as any rookie quarterback could hope for. In theory, all signs point to Williams being the guy to finally lift Chicago out of the offensive darkness. Tannenbaum's warnings, the sacks, and the fundamentals. The Bears' offensive line certainly didn't do Williams any favors last year, but Tannenbaum was quick to point out that the blame for Chicago's league-high 68 sacks in 2024 can't rest solely on the line's shoulders. As much as the personnel has improved, the quarterback's own tendencies also played a role. Whether it was holding onto the ball too long or failing to quickly read defenses, Williams' fundamentals will need a major overhaul if he's to become the player the Bears believe he can be. It's a harsh reality for a team that has invested so much in building an offense tailored to Williams' strengths. Chicago's window to maximize their investment is shrinking. If the young quarterback can't clean up his mechanics quickly, it could result in yet another lost season. Ben Johnson's blueprint. Can it fit Williams? While the Bears have made significant strides, there's still the matter of their new head coach, Ben Johnson. Johnson turned Detroit's offense into a juggernaut, guiding them to a second-ranked finish in total yards in 2024. His approach is rooted in structure, discipline, and efficiency. 3 things that critics argue Williams has yet to master. Johnson's play calling has been a key factor in the Lions' success, but it's fair to ask, can his system work with a quarterback who sometimes looks more like a gunslinger than a textbook technician? Johnson inherits a team that ranked dead last in total offense last year, averaging just 284.6 yards per game, and 31st in passing. Turning that around won't be easy, and Williams' current lack of attention to detail could be a major hurdle. A disciplined, rule-based playbook like Johnson's demands a quarterback who can execute under pressure, and Williams' current style often leads to inconsistent performances. The NFC North's unforgiving landscape. Even if the Williams-Johnson combination clicks, the road to success in the NFC North remains daunting. The Detroit Lions, coming off a 15-2 campaign, are the division's new powerhouse. The Minnesota Vikings were no slouches either, finishing 14-3. Green Bay, despite transitioning to Jordan Love at quarterback, has reached the playoffs the past 2 seasons. The NFC North is a loaded division, and Chicago will have to bring its A-game to even stay competitive. The Caleb Williams era in Chicago has begun, but whether it will be remembered as the dawn of a new era of Bears football, or yet another chapter of heartbreak, remains to be seen. The pressure is on, and the clock is ticking.